Hello, and thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to spend with me. This is Joy, and I welcome you to another discussion. Today, I want to talk to you about how to finally outsmart the narcissist. Now, it's true that we cannot outsmart them 100% of the time, but we can outsmart them the majority of the time. The purpose of this video is really just to share tips for those of you that either live with them. They could be your parents, they could be siblings, friends, or, even intimate partners. Or do you share children with a narcissist? Therefore, you have to continue to engage in some type of contact with them. Maybe it's for the narcissist that you work with. It's not about getting revenge on the narcissist at all, but it is about how you can actually end up coming out on top so that you can get out of this relationship and move towards, or move along, should I say, in your journey of healing. It is not about revenge, but it's getting back, and it's also not about you getting back with a narcissist that you may have broken up with or may have been discarded with so that you can square off with them because now you think you may have some tools. This is not what this video is about, even though I doubt that the majority of people who come to this channel are looking for this. But I know that there are some who will take this information and feel like they could use it against the narcissist that, wreaked havoc in their lives. You have to remember that the narcissist's harvest is on its way. And, don't worry about that. Trust me, their harvest is coming. They will most definitely reap what they sow. The ultimate goal is to live a narc-free life, or to have as little stress as possible while you are around these narcissists. And the primary thing here, and the main point, the main takeaway for this message is really, do not become reactionary. You have to learn how to think before you speak when you deal with a narcissist. You have to think before you do. But don't be scared of who they are. Don't be paranoid. Just think things through. Everything, or the narcissist will actually create situations so that you're in a position to just respond, or not even respond, but to react. The narcissist always wants to elicit a reaction from you because it's not going to be coming from your most put together self. It won't be your most thoughtful response because it's a reaction. It's off that raw emotion and that raw passion. And the narcissist does this because it will always work to their advantage. So you have to consider what is happening around you when you feel like reacting. What is the narcissist saying to you? And respond accordingly. Once you know what they are trying to do, they work on your triggers. They hit below the belt because they want an explosive reaction. And you need to understand that to them, this is a diabolical game. And they need that reaction to justify what they are working on behind the scenes. The narcissist is always at work behind the scenes. They are always trying to paint you in a negative light. And so they pull on every trigger so that you fit the narrative of what they are saying about you. You find that narcissists also tend to have a lot of emergencies, or there's so much chaos in their lives, a lot of drama, and they want you to respond to that. They want you to fix their problems. These problems could be financial, it could be a flying monkey. They want you to fix their issues. And this is just so that they can further their goal. You rushing to their rescue, you bailing them out of situations that they have put themselves in that have nothing to do with you. Allow yourself time to slow down so that you can really, again, think through the situation. Allow yourself to feel your emotions and consider what is happening to you. This is a bullet that is coming your way, and your goal is to dodge the bullets each and every single time. One way is you have to learn how to train your facial expressions. If you are like me, my facial expressions give me away each and every single time. Train them not to show how you are truly feeling. And also, don't let them know that you're onto their game. It's like letting a guard know that you're about to break out of prison. No, don't let them know what you are doing. In this instance, you cannot let your left hand know what your right hand is doing at all. Because when they find out what you are planning, what you are trying to do, and this could be through you actually telling them, like, I'm going to leave you. I'm going to take the kids and I'm going to leave you. Or your facial expressions giving you away. What happens is now they know. So they have notice. And so they go dig into their diabolical toy box and they pull out toys to play with, like a smear campaign. And when they do that, that smear campaign is only about damage control for them. So when they come to you with all their drama, all their shenanigans, your response can be something as simple as, I'm sorry that this is happening to you. That's how you dodge the bullet. You don't feed into it. You acknowledge what the need is at the moment, or that they have a need. You're just acknowledging it. I'm sorry this is happening to you, and move on. Change the subject. Narcissists are masters of changing the subject. Give them a taste of their own medicine. Change the subject. They won't see you as a threat, and at that point in time, you are not considered good supply. They will leave you alone. They may go behind your back and talk about you, but they will leave you alone. They don't want your help at this point because you're not interested in helping them. So remember that you cannot announce your plans to them, especially if you are trying to move away. Be sure that you always document what is happening around you. Document every single thing, every conversation. If you need to start a file collection, then do that. Have a backup copy or a backup folder with someone that you trust, someone who you know will not go back to the narcissist and tell them. Another thing, or another way to outsmart them, is to actually start a secret stash account. It doesn't matter how little you are putting in that stash account. Just remember that over time, those small deposits add up. Now, when I say a stash account, it doesn't necessarily have to be that you're opening a bank account, but find a way to stash some money. Maybe it's one of these apps that you can use on the phone to stash. I know, like, one app that I love is Digit. It just takes small amounts from your checking account and, it puts it away. And I was actually surprised the first time I used Digit that I actually was able to save quite a bit of money. But I was like, and I don't know, but I'm not tech savvy at all, but I know that some people have a way of hiding apps. Find out how to hide that Digit app in case the narc is on your phone, or maybe just delete the app and then, allow it to work behind the scenes in your favor. But stash some money. You are going to need money. Start a secret stash account. Talk to lawyers. Talk to as many lawyers as you can until you find the one that you know can represent you effectively, one who understands what emotional abuse is, and they will be willing and able to fully, to represent you effectively, really. And be sure that you do not have any correspondence going to your home. Make them, especially like if this is pertaining to any legal interactions or anything like that, nothing should be going in the mail to your home. Send it to a friend's house. If you can, get a P.O. box. But do not allow any of this correspondence to go home. Another thing that you can do so that you can outsmart the narcissist is learn what your state's laws are as it pertains to recording. Sometimes recordings are, they're not admissible in court. But another thing about recordings is find out what the loopholes are as it pertains to recordings. There are loopholes. You just need to know what these loopholes are so that you can work around them. And, you have to, sometimes you have to play like the narcissist to beat them at their own game. Narcissists are masters of changing topics. When they don't want to engage in a particular discussion with you, they change the topic. You become like that. When they're trying to drag you down that black hole that they know will get that response from you, that explosive response, change the topic. Talk about something they're interested in. That often works. Remember, the goal of this is so that you do not end up in a reactive position, so that you end up walking away with peace and in peace. For some people, understand that your very lives depend on this. So this is not a cop-out. This is not being like them. It is playing smart so that you can stay alive, so that there is peace in your home and your children can enjoy that peace, so that you can keep your job. Remember, there are different situations and scenarios, and we may have to put our own ego to the side so that we can benefit ultimately in the bigger picture. Think about the bigger picture. What you are trying to do is survive long enough so that you can outsmart them. If the narcissist is screaming or violent, record it. Press that record button. You want evidence. Your neighbors may end up calling the police and you don't have evidence, right? And so here's where the narcissist can become the victim. Woe is me, said the narcissist. They did this to me. I was merely defending myself. Meanwhile, they're the instigator of everything. Gentlemen, for those of you that deal with the violent female narcissist, record. Press records. Because you don't want the neighbors, somebody else, to call the police and you have no evidence. And now here she is, this tiny little female narcissist, crying, bawling her eyes out, and you are the one who is going away in handcuffs. You don't want that to happen. So be sure that you are protecting yourself the best way that you can. So record. These female narcissists feel entitled to beat you up, to physically hurt you and have you punished for that. Like, make it make sense, please. They truly believe, narcissists in general truly believe that they can do whatever they want and should not be held responsible for that. Outsmart these fools. Let them be held accountable by the law, by the courts, for what they do. And that's why you have to think things through first. Don't speak first. Don't speak out of anger. Even the Bible tells us, be slow to speak. There's a reason why. Do what you have to do. Play their game. Let them believe what they want to believe, but be quiet. Gather your evidence. Save. Get legal information. Find out what organizations are out there that can help you. One that I know is very helpful is Catholic Charities. They also help with legal advice. And again, also you have the YMCA, which is a great source or a great resource. The narcissists hope that you remain asleep and never gather any evidence, and you end up in jail, divorced, or in court, losing custody of your children. And it's and they have no remorse about what they're doing. And they work hard. The narcissists work so hard to devastate your reality. It's your responsibility to think ahead and flip the script on these clowns. Flip the script so that they no longer know the top from the bottom. With my own self, I never called the police anytime the ex-narc was violent towards me. It was the kids that flipped the script. And that joker, to this day, doesn't know how to respond to that or how he should feel about it. They flipped the script on him completely and told him, talk to the hand, Felicia. And that's how it is. Flip the script on them. Show up for all your court dates if you have any. And don't be hateful in court. Just be yourself. State the facts. Go with your evidence. And remember that knowledge is power. Know who you are dealing with. You have to accept that the narcissist is a narcissist. They are a host for a demon. and they are going to do whatever they have to do to satisfy that demonic energy that is within them. It is essential that you get an exit plan. It doesn't matter whether the narcissist is your parents. Find a college that you can go to. Do what you have to do to get away. You need an exit plan. Go no contact. Find a job. A new job. Move states if you have to, if you can. I left my state. I left New Jersey, ended up in Texas. Don't tell anyone. Go dark on your social media, even if it's just for a period of time, so that you can throw them off and they don't know where you are. Anybody who is associated with a narcissist gets cut off, because you don't want them to be somebody who passes on information about where you are, what you're doing, what the narcissist is doing. You don't want anybody who will be able to slow down your process of healing. You want to heal in a peaceful environment, and so some voices need to be on mute. Do not react when it comes to these narcissists. Slow down so that you can think, and always ask yourself, what is the narcissist trying to do? Redirect your focus and energy to what will serve your highest good. I thank you so much for taking time to listen to me today. I hope that this video has been helpful to you. Continue to take care of yourself and take care of each other.